details clear, which is very important. So now just continuing on with all of this, Clarissa, was there a special name that she was known by? That Sally, was it just Sally? I don't mean just Sally. But did she have a nickname or a
probably
special
Sal.
name?
People who are close to her called her Sal.
Called her Sal?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and I believe that she has a husband. He wasn't up to coming today.
Yeah, that's my dad. He's not coping very well. That's Jim.
Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. And date of birth, which we have got, which is the 28th of August, 1962. So, where was your mum born?
She was born in Richmond in Victoria.
Richmond, Victoria.
Yeah.
And so, are your grandparents still with us?
No.
No.
The last grandparent died. Oh gosh, last April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
so
sad.
They're all gone now.
So, just their names. I would like to make a note of that throughout the ceremony.
Yeah. So her parents are Denise and Frank.
Denise and Frank.
Yeah.
And the maiden, or her maiden name, Denise and Frank's name?
Stuart.
Stuart. And is that A-U-R-T?
E-W.
E-W?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you say it was Denise that passed last year in April?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. April 16. And do you happen to know when your grandfather passed?
No, it was a couple of years before that. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. That's
all right. It's hard to remember details at the moment.
Of course. Did she have any brothers or sisters?
Yep, she had. So I'm just trying to think. They were kind of estranged. So David, just the one.
Just David.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're estranged, would you prefer for there not to be a mention?
Oh, it should still be mentioned.
Sure.
I don't know if he'll come.
Okay. No, you don't always know with these things, do you?
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll still put him in because it certainly was her brother.
Yeah.
Now, her early life and family life. So what do you know about her life? Did she grow up in Richmond?
They moved around a lot, and her dad was into I don't know, some mining stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so they lived in a lot of outback towns, and her dad was away. Yeah, with the dad's work. Yeah, and he was away a lot too. So
away a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was really close with her mum.
Right.
So it was really hard for her when she was going through her cancer treatment and her mum passed. It was just...
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, her spiritual life. So when I say that, was she part of a church? Did she follow any sort of religion?
I think she might have been in a church for a while, but then it just didn't really feel right. So I don't think she'd want any particular, conventional Christian sort of flavour to it. She was more of a... she's very connected with nature.
With nature?
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly a big part of spirituality, isn't it? Okay, now her education, so things like, do you know where she went to school, what level she obtained?
Well, she went to there was obviously a few different schools when she was growing up, when they were moving around. I think some of the time she might have been homeschooled, or was it called? School of the Air or something, something like that. So
okay.
something like that.
Sure.
But then later on, I think they moved back into the city, and she did. It's that really old-fashioned word. Is it called finishing school? Like finishing school, like a ladies' school sort of thing. She always joked that it didn't help her much.
Okay, so work-wise, obviously she was a mum and she's a grandma.
Yeah.
So did she work outside of the home at all as well?
She
or?
did. Yeah, she did a few bits and pieces with a local primary school, like working in the office and that sort of thing. And she also did some volunteering too at the hospital. At the hospital, which she ended up having her treatment at, so that was interesting.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Well, she would have been familiar with the
Yeah.
surroundings.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And volunteer in the hospital. What was the name of the hospital that
St John's.
St John's?
Yeah.
And that's here in Hobart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to her marriage with Jim. Do you happen to know how long they were married for? Or?
Oh, they're still married, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, they're still married, but they're not kind of together. So
Okay.
maybe better not to maybe could we skip over those details?
We certainly can. We can leave the
They
marriage
kind of-
part out.
Yeah, haven't been living together for a long time, but haven't kind of gotten divorced either.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's fine. Understand. So now her children and her being a mum. So as her
Yeah.
daughter, you must have some lovely memories.
Yeah, I think most of my memories of Mum were around nature, and so she grew lovely fruit, and so I have happy memories of picking fruit with her and making jam and stuff like that.
Do you need a moment
No,
before
I'm
I
okay.
go
I'm
on?
okay.
So was there a type of fruit that stands out in your beautiful memories?
Yeah, stone fruit.
Stone fruit,
Yeah.
okay. So you'd like to pick it and then make things with it. That's
Yeah.
lovely. So nature. So you've mentioned nature. So did that include animals?
Yeah. She had a little dog that we didn't like.
You didn't like the
No,
dog?
it was a pug and it was a bit ugly, but she loved it. So.
Oh, what was its name?
Erin.
Erin.
It just stopped.
It's alright.